Okay, so 2C is kind of a hard chapter to kind of teach. I tried for like 20 minutes going through each individual guideline, but it just was not working. So what we're going to do instead is I'm actually going to, so I have my practice exam with me right now, and I'm going to just share with you the top four um, questions or samples that I thought were the most difficult to understand. So yeah, this is kind of like an individual needs basis. Like there are people that are super ahead versus like me when I first took this exam, like I had no idea what sounded right. It just sounded right to me. But when I first took the test, the verb section was actually my weakest. But at the end, when I took it the second time, verbs was actually my strongest section. So there is hope. Reach out to me if you have any questions. I definitely feel like this is an individual thing. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first example that I want to go to is this weird sentence. So this is actually the correct answer. It's number 39 in the practice exam. But it says, one of our clients who are from China will be attending. So the way that I like to think about this is I like to segment it into two different parts. So I'm just going to do that with a bracket right here. So if we're looking in this example sentence, we can see our clients who are from China. So we're describing who are the clients. They are from China. So clients, which is a plural, is multiple, and are is used for, is the state of being verb for multiple things, for plural forms of the subjects. So that's why that is correct. So our clients who are from China, perfectly grammatically correct sentence. But here's the other kicker. Only one will be attending. Not all of the clients from China, only one. So one of the clients will be attending. So that is why that is correct. It kind of sucks that the brackets aren't there, but that is how I've kind of thought about it as I've worked through this question. So that's example one. The second example is going to test you on your correct pronoun with verb. And in the book, it kind of goes through a couple of always singular verb forms of like pronouns. So if it uses like anyone, anybody, anything, think of it as singular form. And then the plural forms are both, few, several, many. Those are always going to be in the plural form. So let's look at this example up here. So either the VP or the supervisors were supposed to file the reports. So were right here is actually for plural forms, but was is the singular form of that verb right there. So think of either or. So you could either have one or the other, singular. So that's why in this case it should be either the VP or the supervisors was supposed to file the reports. Sounds super weird to me saying it out loud, but that is what is grammatically correct. Yeah, so that is kind of a weird question, but there's that one. I would definitely memorize this chart for sure. Always singular verbs and always plural verbs for the pronouns that they're representing. Okay, so the third example is passive voice. So this is kind of a tough one. There's an awesome video in the book that I highly recommend you watching, but usually you use passive voice for two things, either showing recognition to someone who won an award or when you're trying to reject the blame from someone else. So for example, the department manager decided to demote you due to changing company needs. That is a very active, direct sentence because you're literally saying the department manager. That's who decided to demote you. It was no one else. So we would change this to passive voice by saying, due to company changes, you were demoted by the department manager. So the focus of the sentence changes from the department manager to due to the company needs. Again, it's kind of a weird thing, but really pay attention to that passive voice when you're taking the exam. And then the last example, example 4, is the permanent truth. I think I spelled permanent wrong. Let me just fix that really fast. So permanent truth. So this, I'll kind of show you in this next sentence. So reactions to the merger appeared on page 14A of last Tuesday's Wall Street Journal. So here's the problem, appeared. Appeared is past tense. Is the merger is still going to be found on page 14A after next week, the week after. Yes, it's going to be there. There's not an editor that's going to go back to the Wall Street Journal and change the pages really fast. But so it would actually be reactions to the merger appears on page 14A, or even appear, like present tense, present or future tense, either or is okay, because it's still going to be a truth now and forever. So yeah, that's the last one, for example, 4. But definitely verbs are a tricky section, but I definitely have confidence in y'all that you're going to do great. But anyway, that's all for my videos, but good luck studying, and let me know if there's anything else I could help you with. Shane and I are definitely here to help y'all accomplish and do well on this test. And yeah, keep in touch.